Well, the other night the sectarians decided to get their revenge on Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote indirectly by attacking her tag team partners in a 6-woman tag at Rage.
But Drew Draven flips her to her team's corner. Drew Draven counters, finds her way out of the corner with a blind tag from Pam Parsons. Says, let me get a piece of this here. Drew Draven. Woo! With a Frankensteiner.
And here's the move that did it. You can see right there. Drew Draven going for a spine buster. Pam Parsons hitting the back of her head square against the canvas.
A spine buster. Pam Parsons still motionless after that spine buster. We are going to be out of time here. And Pam Parsons, she looks like she might be hurt. Doesn't look like she is hurt. She hasn't moved at all.
Looked to me like Pam cracked her head hard on the mat catch and Drew Draven's spine buster. And she'd already been triple powerbomb and everything.
Referee Tom Kanamura has declared this match a time limit draw.
No, we've got another official out here calling for a stretcher. Pam Parsons. This was a time limit draw with no winner. But the sectarians seem to have achieved their plans.
I saw the whole thing. Just horrible. Short take. Pam Parsons out for at least 3 weeks thanks to Drew Draven, who's standing ringside tonight with Tiana, who might be about to catch hands, and hell, from Pam's partner Brooklyn von Braun.
You know, we got everybody saying the sectarians are going too far, and I think they're absolutely right.
The following contest will be one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Troy, New York. She is America's hero, Brooklyn von Braun.
Where's the Brooklyn? There's the Brooklyn von Braun. With a chip on her shoulder. Coming in here for the honor of patriotic Pam Parsons, who's going to be sidelined for 3 weeks by a concussion protocol, thanks to Drew Draven and the sectarians. She's going in there looking for a piece of justice, and she might just get it. Wow. A Brooklyn von Braun, just absolutely amazing. The physicality of this young lady. Came in around 2019 and has been a staple ever since.
I've always liked her. Spunky was not too big of an ego, like just enough to be colorful. Like Tina Moretti in her glow days as Tina Ferrari. Even got a similar look.
Hun, I see it too. All that personality. Plus, she moves like a cat. She really has it going on.
Her opponent, accompanied by Drew Draven representing the sectarians, Tiana.
You know, ladies, what I find disturbing is all those lights in the crowd. That indicates to me that the sectarians have got followers, and if that ain't disturbing, I don't know what is.
You know the sectarians were just a small-time faction when I was working here last. Now, look at them. Kidnapping, brainwashing, acts of violence, stuff they never used to do before. You gotta wonder, Christy, just what the hell changed?
They got their Lilith Morella back when they kidnapped Naoko Hana, and it's been 10 times worse ever since. Cause Manson on his own was just a nuisance. But now they got all these new people like Tiana, who was just an up-and-comer in the ring. And now they've turned her into this hot-ass mess as Lilith's supposed daughter, who sees into the future through that stupid spirit Halloween decoration. I think she might be the freakiest freak in the whole damn freaky bunch.
Yeah, but you know, Christy, this is a point that Myron Schimmelman made the other night. It's not so much what we believe. I think it's stupid. It's what they believe that matters.
I mean, in this business, we expect a little showmanship, but these people have taken things way over the top, burying themselves in the role just a little too deep, especially when people start getting hurt for no reason like Pam Parsons.
I know, and it's not exactly the first time the sectarians went out of their way to hurt an opponent. Even Lilith got in a nasty pile driver on Liberty Belle last year. They really do go the hell on out of their way to hurt people they got problems with.
So we said all that to say all this. Brooklyn von Braun needs to watch her ass with Drew Draven ringside, cause they'll probably try to do the same to Brooklyn. And then, of course, they're doing all this to target Liberty Belle Danielle, and she's probably gonna be the next target.
That is a very likely consideration. And how about this poor kid? just trying to get ahead like every other lady in the locker room and winds up like this. I'll never understand it.
It's safe to assume, Christy, that the general managers in front office are still working to keep these lunatics from becoming a bigger problem than they are. I mean, short of flat out firing the whole sorry mess.
Yeah, they are. And while it's kind of working so far, we're only holding the line while they shore up more backup. They said they got new people coming in, but I haven't seen any.
Well, that's the problem with these wingnuts, Christy. They move in secrecy. Doesn't mean there isn't something going on. Brooklyn Von Braun, ready to try and get a little retribution out of Tiana here. As referee Willie Johnson rings the bell, Tiana catches a chop, a right, a left, and a knee to the gut, and a double X handle across the back from Brooklyn Von Braun. Brooklyn makes her way to the top turnbuckle. Tiana back up to a standing position, an elbow right across the forehead. Nicely placed, well done. A quick cover here from Brooklyn. 1. Only a 1. Still pretty early. Brooklyn Von Braun with a stomp to the chest of Tiana. And then a kick to the chest too. There's a right. Brooklyn Von Braun with another right spins her around. Tiana taken down to the canvas into an armbar, but the referee orders the break. Tiana gets her arm snapped by Brooklyn Von Braun. Brooklyn Von Braun beating the head of Tiana against the canvas. There's a stomp to the face. America's hero firing on all cylinders here, and the crowd's 100% behind her. There's a kick to the head from Tiana. Tiana with a shoulder tackle takes her down. Brooklyn stood back up by Tiana, gathers her up into a sidewalk slam. Tiana trying to take control here. A chop, a nasty chop right there from Brooklyn Von Braun. And an inverted DDT slamming the back of Tiana's head against the mat. Brooklyn off the top. Here's an elbow across the chest. And here's another pin. 1, 2. A 2 count. Not bad. Brooklyn Von Braun firing back here. An elbow to the head of Tiana. Tiana rounded up by Brooklyn. Whip to the far left corner. There's a forearm. Down goes Tiana. Brooklyn. I'm not sure what that was supposed to be, but it didn't work. Brooklyn Von Braun rounds up Tiana again. There's a hard right hand. All business. Tiana goes down like a stone. A little bit of fancy work from Brooklyn Von Braun, America's hero. And the fans are just eating it up. Tiana laid out by Brooklyn. Brooklyn Von Braun puts the boots to the hands and fingers of Tiana. Tiana laid out near the corner. Brooklyn takes herself topside again. Here we go. Moonsault. But no, misses the mark. There's a kick from Brooklyn. Brooklyn counters. Gets back up on her feet. Tiana's down. Look at this. Here's a quick cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, not exactly sure what happened to Tiana, but Brooklyn Von Braun picks up the win.
3 minutes and 55 seconds. Your winner, Brooklyn Von Braun.
Oh, Megan Christie, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'd have to look at the replay, but something happened to Tiana, and she got laid out, and Brooklyn Von Braun picked up a quick and convenient pin. That's all I can really... Uh-oh, this ain't good.
This ain't cute. Drew Draven inviting her partner Selena Sheik ringside. And you can bet your ass they ain't happy about Brooklyn getting a win over Tiana.
I guarantee you they're not. I guess you called it. They're gonna go out of their way again. This time to put the hurtin' on Brooklyn Von Braun.
It's a 2-on-1 attack, and the numbers game is bound to catch up with Brooklyn no matter how hard she fights. Yeah, girl, the sectarians have lost their rabid-ass minds lately.
I'm kind of wondering what Steve Groves and Tex Lynch are going to do next, because this is definitely taking things a bit too far. Brooklyn Von Braun catching a beating at the hands of the Disciples of Darkness. They've already done Pam Parsons, and now they're going after Brooklyn Von Braun. The mess has gone to the outside. Brooklyn, stunned, catches a kendo stick across the back. Selena Sheik celebrating while Drew Draven goes whipping on Brooklyn. She's quickly back up and catches the kendo stick across the head. Drew Draven and Selena Sheik absolutely just destroying Brooklyn Von Braun. This is completely out of hand.
Refs lost control of this situation, ringing that bell like the damn good humor man, but the disciples not letting up on Brooklyn. They gotta get in there and break this mess up.
And Brooklyn is cooked. Anyone who could have backed her up tonight is either not here or on the injured list. These rats planned this one smooth as silk, huh?
Damn, I didn't even think of that angle, but I guess they did.
It's what I told you, bros. They make their moves in secret, and that is how they get over.
Brooklyn Von Braun just trying to make it to the back, but the disciples are all over her like a swarm of hornets.
Brooklyn is almost to the ramp, but Drew and Selena just won't let her pass. Geez, how much more damage do they expect to do?
Well, here's one that's definitely not gonna go unpunished by general management. They're not gonna get away with this. Brooklyn Von Braun quickly taken to the back. I think she's gonna be all right. We'll be right back.